Princess Leonor stuns Copenhagen, Queen Margrethe II greets her crown Denmark. Copenhagen expected another routine royal visit. But what unfolded left even Denmark's monarchy breathless. Because Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor of Spain did not just arrive, she stunned an entire nation. And Queen Margrethe II herself made history in the way she greeted her. The royal air was heavy that morning in Copenhagen. Security lined the palace gates, Danish flags waved in the September wind, and cameras pointed in one direction, the arrival route for Princess Leonor of Spain. This wasn't just a state visit. It wasn't just another ceremonial handshake. What Denmark witnessed on this day was an emotional royal moment, one that carried the weight of centuries of monarchy and the hope of the future. Leonor stepped onto Danish soil with quiet elegance. Her stride confident, her gaze calm, but the crowd's reaction, electric. People gasped, cheered, and waved Spanish flags alongside the Danish red and white. You could feel the energy of a capital city holding its breath for this young future queen. And then, the moment. At the palace steps stood Queen Margrethe II, the matriarch of one of Europe's oldest dynasties. Not waiting behind protocol, not sending aides, she was there herself, her eyes fixed on Leonor. And as the Spanish princess approached, Queen Margrethe stepped forward, breaking the formality with something deeper, a warm, personal embrace. This was not just symbolic. This was powerful. Denmark's reigning queen personally honoring Spain's future queen. Two monarchies, two generations, two nations, united in a single gesture. Later in this video, you'll see how this greeting rippled across Europe, sparking whispers about royal alliances, strengthening ties between monarchies, and raising questions about what role Leonor will play in shaping Europe's future. But first, let's step back. Who is Princess Leonor? Why does her arrival in Copenhagen matter so much? And why did Queen Margrethe herself break tradition to welcome her? 1. The weight of history. Princess Leonor de Bourbon is not just another royal daughter. She is the heir to the Spanish throne. The first queen regnant in centuries once she takes the crown. Her upbringing has been meticulous. State education, military training, constitutional studies, and a constant presence by her parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia. Now, contrast this with Queen Margrethe II, a monarch who has reigned for over half a century, guiding Denmark with wisdom, resilience, and grace. To see Margrethe personally welcome Leonor wasn't just protocol, it was a handing of symbolic keys, a nod from one reigning queen to another to be. But why Copenhagen? Why now? Because Leonor is stepping into the international stage. This visit was designed not just for ceremony, but for diplomacy. The ties between Spain and Denmark have always been strong, but this moment elevated them into a story of shared legacy. 2. The emotional reaction. When Leonor entered the palace courtyard, Danish citizens erupted in applause. Many compared her to her mother, Queen Letizia, in her youth, elegant, poised, but with an aura all her own. And then came the powerful image. Queen Margrethe, leaning slightly on her cane, smiling with a warmth rarely seen in such formal settings. She placed her hand on Leonor's arm, not as monarch to monarch in waiting, but as grandmother to granddaughter. The symbolism was not lost. Cameras captured the embrace, and within minutes, international media called it the hug that shook Europe. Royal watchers flooded social media with one question: what does this mean for Europe's future queens? 3. Beyond the ceremony. Behind the scenes, diplomatic conversations flowed. Denmark wanted to show that even as its monarchy transitions, with Crown Prince Frederik preparing for his future role, it values deep alliances with Spain. For Spain, sending Leonor was more than courtesy. It was a declaration: the heir is ready. Leonor is stepping into international diplomacy, and this trip was the perfect proving ground. Later in this video, we'll reveal how Leonor's presence impacted not just Denmark, but royal families across Europe, including whispers from Britain, Norway, and even Sweden, where young heirs are closely watching Leonor's rise. 4. Family tensions and public expectations. Yet behind the glamour, there is pressure. Leonor is only beginning her journey, but expectations weigh heavily. Will she modernize Spain's monarchy? Will she carry the same dignity her father, King Felipe, showed during turbulent times? And how does she balance tradition with her own voice as a young woman of the 21st century? Denmark's welcome served as both support and reminder, the eyes of the world are upon her. 5. The symbolism that lasts. Imagine this image. 2 queens, one reigning, one future, framed in front of a palace that has stood for centuries. Leonor in her youth, Margrethe in her wisdom. That single embrace has already entered royal history. It will be replayed, analyzed, and remembered for decades. A reminder that monarchy is not just crowns and titles, it's legacy, continuity, and humanity. So what does this mean? It means Princess Leonor has arrived, not just in Copenhagen, but on the world stage. It means Europe's monarchies see her not as a child anymore, but as the future. And it means that even in a time when monarchies are questioned, their most powerful moments come not from thrones, but from gestures of love, respect, and unity. Princess Leonor stunned Copenhagen. Queen Margrethe greeted her with open arms. And history, in that moment, was written.